Aloha, this is Caron Davis with Caron Realty International. And as we approach the halfway point of the year, I wanted to give a grounded update on what we are seeing in the Oahu luxury market, especially when we compare the first part of 2026 to the last 5 months of 2025. The short version is this: the luxury market is still moving, but is more selective. Buyers are active, but they are not chasing everything. The properties that are priced correctly and well presented and strong locations are still attracting attention. The properties that feel overpriced or need substantial work or lack a clear value story are sitting longer or requiring price adjustments. When we look at a single family homes over approximately 1.8 million, the market has continued to show healthy activity. From January through May, there were about 169 luxury single family sales compared with just over 200 sales in the August through December period of last year. So volume has softened somewhat, but it has not disappeared. What is important is that buyers are still willing to step up for the right home. We are still seeing strong sales in areas like Diamond Head, Monolani Heights, Kahala, Lanikai, Kailua, Hawaii Lower Ridge, Manoa, Portlock, and the North Shore. But buyers are more disciplined now. They are comparing condition, location, views, privacy, and replacement costs much more carefully than they did during the strongest part of the pandemic market. For single family homes, the medium luxury sales price so far this year is around the mid 2 million range. That tells us that the core of the luxury market is not the ultra high end 8 or 10 million or 12 million homes. A very active part of the market is still the $2 million to $4 million buyers, especially buyers looking for a strong lifestyle property, a view, a larger lot, or a move-in ready home. On the condominium side, the story is a little different. Luxury condo volume is lower so far this year compared with the August through December of 2025, but the average and median sales prices are higher. That tells us that the condominium buyer is being very selective, but when the right building, view, floor plan, and lifestyle come together, they are still paying a premium price. We continue to see strength in buildings and locations such as Victoria Place, Hokua, Waia, Anaha, the Ritz-Carlton Residence, Waikiki Beach Tower, Colony Surf, and Diamond Head Oceanfront condominiums, and also the Ko'olina Resort properties. The buyer for these properties is often less interest rate sensitive and more focused on quality, convenience, and also security, view, and lifestyle. One of the most important things sellers need to understand right now is that pricing strategy matters more than ever. This is not a market where you can simply add a premium and assume the buyer will negotiate. Today's luxury buyers are highly informed. They know what has sold, they know what is sitting, they know when a property needs work, and they are often willing to wait until the right property comes along. At the same time, this is not a weak luxury market, it is a discerning market. That distinction is very important. A weak market means buyers disappear. That is not what's happening. We are seeing a discerning market where buyers are still there, but they are choosing carefully. They are rewarding homes that have been prepared, staged, or marketed properly and priced in line with the current market. For sellers, that means the first impression matters. Condition matters, photography matters, video matters, the story around the home matters. If the property has deferred maintenance, older finishes, or a floor plan that needs explanation, the pricing has to reflect that. If the property has exceptional views, privacy, land, architecture, or a rare location, then the marketing needs to bring that value and brought very clearly forward. For buyers, this market actually may create opportunities. there is less frenzy than we saw in prior years, and buyers have more room to be thoughtful. But the best properties are still not sitting, as we're seeing. When a home is truly special and priced correctly, we are seeing multiple offers. And looking ahead to the rest of the year, I do expect the Oahu luxury market to remain active but uneven. I do not expect every property to rise equally. I think the market will be continue to separate into two categories: properties that are clearly compelling and properties that feel they're aspirationally priced. The homes that are move-in, ready, well located, and well marketed should continue to sell very well. View properties, ocean access, newer homes, high quality renovations, and rare lots will continue to have an audience. But homes that need significant work, they've had functional issues, or a price based on yesterday's market may need to adjust. My advice to luxury sellers right now is to be strategic, not emotional. The goal is not just to list high. The goal is to position the property so that the right buyer or buyers understand its values immediately. And my advice to luxury buyers is to watch carefully. The second half of the year could bring some excellent opportunities, especially if sellers who have been testing the market become more realistic. It's also, overall, I see the rest of the year as a market of precision, pricing precision, marketing precision, and negotiating precision. Detail is everything, as they say, and that is where our experience comes in. At Caron Realty International, we are watching the data closely, but we are also watching buyer behavior and what they are responding to and what they are rejecting and where they are willing to pay a premium. The Oahu luxury market is still very much alive. It is just more thoughtful and more selective and more sophisticated than it was a few years ago. And for sellers and buyers who understand that there is still a lot of opportunity in the second half of the year to discuss the market in your neighborhood, call or text me at 808-286-5256, and I'd be willing to have a complimentary meeting and just share more information specific to your needs and the market, how it will affect you. Much mahalo.